What's cracking, guys? Welcome back to the park. Thanks for all the positive feedback on the last video we did, the Radner session video. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll drop a link to it so you guys can go watch that. But we've got a lot of positive feedback in the comments, and it seemed like everybody really enjoyed that video. Seeing me and my homie Shane just skate and have a session. So if you guys would like to see more of those type of videos, leave a comment below, let me know. But about a month ago, we did the keys to flipping in video, and we got rained out, if you remember. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll also link that, so you can go check that one out first, come back to this video, or you can just watch this whole video and then go back to that video. Last time we did about 4 or 5 tricks, and we ended up getting rained out as I was trying to kind of give you guys tips and just give you my thoughts on how I go about flipping into tricks. So today we're gonna do part 2 to that video, a little continuation of the keys to flipping in. What we're gonna focus on today as far as flip-ins go is I wanna get a nollie flip in, a fakie flip in, maybe a switch flip in, and kind of go from there. Those are things I missed in the last video, and we're gonna just get straight into it. I'm gonna get some warm-up tricks in, and then we'll get to it. You know the deal, let's get it. All right, so we got some warm-ups in. First trick up that I'm gonna do today is nollie flip crook. This is what I wanted to do in the first flipping video. The biggest thing for me with nollie flip crooks is the foot setup. So when I'm nollie flipping, my foot setup is somewhat like this. When I ride up to do a nollie flip crook, the key for me is putting my front foot way more on the opposite corner of the nose. I feel like this helps me ride very straight as I'm riding up to the nollie flip crook. I don't like carve at all by accident. I don't turn or anything. I can ride very straight because of the counterbalance on my skateboard. I also find that foot setup super helpful in getting a crispy, a much more solid pop. I feel like I can pop a little bit higher up into taller ledges with that foot setup. Other than that, what else I do with nollie flip crooks is I kind of come from behind the ledge or as parallel as I can, and then once my feet are set up, I give a slight carve towards the ledge. And I'll try and show you that in the first couple that I try here. I'll film it like straight on so you can see that I kind of come from behind the ledge and I swoop out and then back into nollie flip crook. Nollie flip crooks have always been the harder, like out of nollie flip crook or nollie heel flip crook, nollie flip's always been more of a struggle for me. That's one thing too that I struggle with is while nollie flip crooking, I always think I have to turn a little bit to crook. I always have to remember to just do more of a straight nollie flip up into the crook. Don't focus so much on turning. The nollie flip kind of naturally turns. By accident, I get into a lot of nollie flip nose slides, and I really have to focus on just nollie flipping straight. That one felt pretty good. So again, it's just focusing on that foot setup, making sure you're square above your board, you got a real solid pop stance, and then it's focused on more of a straight nollie flip. But you don't want to focus on turning too much or you end up locking into a nollie flip nose slide. And I still struggle with that to this day. I have to really think about not turning into the crook. Just focus on nollie flipping up and then onto the nose. So the next one I want to do is fakie flip crook. Fakie flip crook is pretty similar to the nollie flip crook, at least in the way I ride up to it. I kind of do the same thing where I come from behind the ledge and I swoop in, but I don't really set my foot up the same way. My foot setup is just more like a regular fakie flip. The only thing I focus on with fakie flip to crook is my body weight. I make sure I I'm very like leaned back, because you want to pop that fakie flip and have the fakie flip have momentum going forward to get up into the crook. So you don't want to pop the fakie flip and the fakie flip be going behind you. So you kind of want to be a little bit over, I guess it's technically your front foot, like your flick foot, have a little bit more weight over that foot as you pop into the fakie flip crook, and then give it enough distance away to where you don't hit on the way up. You just fakie flip up into the crook. The only other thing with this one is I really focus on flicking it fast, or at least trying to get the board to flip over as fast as I possibly can, and then transfer that weight from the flick foot to the crook foot. You ride up, you're kind of in the back seat a little bit, you fakie flip with forward momentum, and then as you fakie flip with forward momentum, you transfer the weight to your front foot and you land in the crook. Easier said than done, but we'll try and get one here for you guys. I actually haven't done this trick. I haven't done this trick in a while, so I feel like this might be a little bit of a struggle. And for some reason, I never do this trick here. So We'll try to figure it out. It has been a little while, but we'll get one. Let's get it. Made a little bit of contact there. A little too slow. It's like a little bit windy that way, and the wind keeps slowing me down. Ah, stuck. What the heck? The next one we're gonna get into is one you guys kind of see me do a lot, but it's just one of my favorite tricks. It's a switch flip in. It's switch flip back tail. I actually was watching Shane O'Neill do this trick. Once I watched Shane O'Neill's foot setup doing switch flip back tails, something clicked for me. I was like, wait, I gotta try it like that. Ever since I watched him do that trick and really applied that to how I do the trick, it made the trick so much easier for me. So his foot setup is he uses a very little bit of his toe on the board. His back foot is all the way across the tail, like almost like how I showed the nollie flip crook position, but even more extreme. And as I ride up, I'll try and get a good ride up shot of the way that I set up my feet for switch flip back tail, because once I did this, it made the trick so much easier. I was more comfortable riding up to the trick on my board. I wasn't wobbly and stuff. I was able to get the flick much faster. I feel like when I just pop a switch flip in that position, it turns backside, right? Like, I don't know, something clicked. I watched him do it. I watched his foot setup. I applied it, and I was like, wow, that's like, it's literally the key to this trick. At least for me, it worked. It worked amazing. I'll try and get a good ride up shot of how I set up my feet, and we're gonna get a switch flip back tail, one of my favorite tricks to do. One thing I forgot to mention too is, like, with your foot over the tail like that and just a little bit of your toe on, you have to remember to kind of flick. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's right where I'm flicking, like straight off the nose, and you kind of flick in like a looks like an out and downward situation so that it brings the tail up to the ledge. A lot of times if you flick more of an up and out, it goes like this, and your board isn't high enough to get on the ledge. So you gotta remember that too. Now I'm gonna try and get kind of a random one. This is one, I don't even remember the last time I did it, but I always used to like this trick. I only really did them on taller obstacles because I could flip up into it. But I'm gonna try and get a kickflip back Smith. It's been a long time. I do like this trick a lot. If this one takes a few more tries than the others, that's why. Let's get a kickflip back Smith. Let's bring them back a little bit. This was a trick I always used to do on taller ledges because I could kickflip, kind of point the nose and bring the back truck up into the backsmith. It always felt more comfortable going up into this trick. So it's gonna be a little different here, but either way it's gonna be tough because I have not done one of these in I don't know how long. So let's try and get it. It's just about getting that front foot on, trusting that I'm gonna get in. Kickflip back lip. Oof. There we go. This is a trick I used to do when I was like a kid, kinda. I had this one really good when I was like 16, I feel like. 16, I could kickflip back Smith all the time. Oh. Ah. I think that was one-footed. Let's try and get another one. That one was one-footed too. What the heck? Oh, that was the best one yet. Dude, it was gonna do it again. I think I'm landing with my back foot like on the bolts instead of like in the pocket, and it's allowing my board to dip. Dude, don't get it, man. I don't get it. It's still almost one-footed on me, but I'm gonna take it. Maybe I'm just a one-footed backsmither, dude. Stoked I did that one. It's been a long time. I feel like I saw this trick in the comments more than any other trick, which is kind of random, but this one is kickflip nose slide. Kickflip backside nose slide, I guess. I don't know. I saw at least a few of you guys say it more than any other trick I saw in the comments. So I'm gonna do a kickflip nose slide for you, but I'm gonna try and get on the hubba. Haven't skated this hubba in a while, but a kickflip nose slide's a good hubba trick. So let's get it. So for kickflip nose slide, first of all, you should have a good frontside flip. If you have a good frontside flip, all you need to do is come at a good distance away from the ledge, super parallel to it, and literally do half of your frontside flip as if you were gonna just land on the nose, like that. You just wanna half your frontside flip, boom. The distance away from the ledge is key because you wanna make sure as you frontside flip towards it, you're literally right above it. If you come too close, you're gonna land like a board slide, and if you come too far away, you're gonna do it and you're gonna miss. It's better to come far away than it is close. I feel like getting into a board slide or getting on top of the ledge is way sketchier than if you were to miss and get a foot on the ledge. Or it's easier to fix when you use that kickflip and reach for the distance of the ledge rather than try to come too close and go the opposite way with your frontside flip. Sounds a little confusing, but the distance away is key. And you just use half that frontside flip, put your weight over the nose, take that shit down, man. Hubba's kind of scary. I'll try to show the other angle too so you can see the distance away I'm talking about. My other phone died. That's what I get for buying some cheap refurbished iPhone for second angles. I guess I'll have to bring a charger with me. All right, let's hit it. I'm bailing it. All right, right here. I don't know why I get so scared, man. The first one I put in, it just worked. All I had to do was put one in the whole time, you know? First one that got in, I just did it. This hub is weird though because it's tall at the top and then it ends low to the ground. So the first couple times I skated this thing, I would get in and like kind of land abruptly because I wasn't ready. The ground came up like too quick, you know? So it's super weird. If you guys haven't seen the first keys to flipping in video, go back and watch that on my channel. I'll put a link as well. That video goes pretty in depth on just how to begin kickflipping into stuff and how to just get started and foot position and learning, you know, like learning the flip ins. This one is obviously part 2. It's a little more difficult. These are more advanced flip in tricks. Also, these are always just tricks that I personally just like to do, except for the kickflip backsmith. That was really random, but that was kind of a little goal for me because I was like, I haven't done this one in a while. I need to bring this back, start doing it again. So that one was for me. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover in this video. I got nollie flip ins, fakie flip ins, switch flip ins, the kickflip nose slide, and I did that on the hubba. Just I thought that would spice things up a bit. I know a lot of you guys were asking for part 2 to the flip in video. So here it is, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace, yo.